Greetings, everybody. We are here, and what's going to be a very, very fun gameplay. It's actually going to be the choice of xel'naga. I actually wanted to see Terran, but we already watched those games, so we're going to go ahead and watch REQPhilibird, Requiem Gaming's Philbird, who is actually a very nice guy. I have talked to him, I'm friends with him, and he is just so skilled. He's been going against FXOSheth. This map is Tal'Darim Alter LE, so it is a probably to the latter game these guys played. Sheth did release a replay pack. This is part of it. Requiem Gaming is a very, very strong team with a lot of great players. xel'naga is on it. Darkcell is on it. Such respectable gameplay comes out of these guys. Philbird in particular, I want to note in the fact that he's actually right now in the round of 16 for the WCG US, I want to say, and that is an incredibly impressive feat. He's actually going to be going up against Val Gaming's State, who is TQ State. Right now, he did leave TQ to go for Vile, which isn't, no one can really fault him for that. Vile is such a strong team. And so that is kind of cool that we're seeing a WCG guy playing right now against FXOSheth. Philbird has a very interesting style of gameplay where he does like to do drops. He's very scrappy, that he drops in many places, multitasks incredibly well, and I've seen him do some incredible TVPs. I haven't seen him TVZ as much, but I'm very curious to see what he's going to be doing against Sheth. Sheth, we have seen him go for a mutiling baneling against Terran. We'll see if he's going to do the same thing against Philbird. Philbird does enjoy his bio units, hence the drop scrappy style. So I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to be handling this, as Sheth is an incredibly stable player. I want to say that's the most impressive aspect of Sheth's play, is just how consistent he is in winning. He is going here for the hatchery first. Looks like it was a 15 hatch, so that is definitely an economic gain from him. We'll see how he's actually going to begin, when he's going to begin the spawning pool, what he's going to have to respond to in terms of Philbird, what he wants to do. But Philbird has not gotten any refineries quite yet. He could be going for a 1 racks fast expand, or actually a 2 racks. A hidden 2 racks is happening from him, and I don't think Sheth has actually seen this. Sheth has not scouted him at all yet. You can see he's just sending down his drone down here into the bottom left. Going to go ahead and scout the 2 racks very late. But this is great for Philbird that he's going to do this, because of the fact that Philbird is actually going to be able to mass up Marines and hit Sheth in the closest positions that he could really hope for this attack. So this pressure could be really effective against Sheth, but Sheth needs to get down a spine crawler or two and get his drones. Transferring drones will really be helpful in defending this. But here we have this hidden 2 racks happening with the normal wall off, but he's going to go for another hidden racks in the right. This could be ridiculous. And there we have the Marine going to go in and actually hit the drone. Drone's going to cross paths with another Marine, see the barracks, and he's got to feel safe that it's only that one barracks. And we do have the expansion going down for Philbird. So he is, he's going to go for a boxer type of barracks play. Going to bring out the low ground and attack with it as fast as he can against Sheth. Sheth, again, did not see that barracks. He does not know about the 2 racks, just thinks that there's 1 racks. And his Overlord is going to His Overlord is going to work its way down here. He's going to see the Expo and possibly think he's safe again. But this is a 2 racks expand coming from him. But there are enough lings out that this shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Looks like Philbird just go ahead and mass up units at the watchtower. Could push in and try and take down those lings. And looks like Sheth, with the great reaction timing, is pulling back after seeing the Marines. This barracks is now out, continuing to produce some of those Marines. There we go, seeing no one going down, really. So no losses are really being taken by either player. Just 1 drone was lost originally, that is it. Philibird's now got his command center up. It doesn't seem that Sheth is being scared into making any form of non-drones. It's just straight drones from him. He's getting out a roach warrant, so he could be preparing for mech, trying to get that tech up. And Philbird couldn't get the wall off, but it's not a big deal at all. It's actually good for him. He gets to kill a lot of Zerglings. Alright, so now Sheth could be going for a roach bust. Looks like he actually is. He does have roaches in the production queue. I'm going to try and be as aggressive as he can with these. He actually used this to a lot of effectiveness against 6 Shacks Terran with a great follow-up after it. So this is kind of looking similar. I do believe that was 6X Terran on xel'naga caverns, if I remember correctly. Now, Philbird getting out some more Marines. You can see he's being very active with them. Multitasking to great effectiveness. He does have a few idle SCVs, though he does fix that right now. So, we do see that there are 22 drones versus 24 SCVs. So this roach bust is going to be a real investment from Sheth. With 100 damage, he could outrange the barracks to get this going, but And now PhiliBird sees the roach numbers going to pull back. Should be able to throw down a bunker in time. Let's go ahead. Yep, there's the bunker being thrown down, moving the earth when it does it. Going to go another bunker as well. Sheth might be able to outrange those bunkers, hitting these barracks. Will PhiliBird lift off the barracks? No, there's actually a hole in it. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but that's going to allow one Marine to get sniped. There it is. Roaches I don't believe can actually fit through that. Supply depot lifts up, and PhiliBird needs to finish this bunker. He's in a very, very hard spot to defend this. He's got to repair the bunker too. It might get killed off before it can actually do anything. And is it going to get killed? Or it does get killed. Oh, that's so bad. But this bunker is now up. PhiliBird's continuing to throw down bunkers. And this bunker is now up, going to kill off one roach. Sheth is now repositioning his roaches to try and hit these two barracks down here. Without the bunker that was unable to finish over there, Sheth is going to be able to do so much damage. And PhiliBird's going to go ahead and actually let this in. Repair the barracks, and if the roaches really want to engage inside the bunker range, they can go for it. PhiliBird is actually encouraging it, but he's got to get the bunker up. Might have been a little bit too soon with wanting Sheth. Now Sheth has a huge micro opportunity to move in and take out as much as he can. New mules are about to get sniped if they can. PhiliBird needs to get some more Marines out. There it is, transferring here and salvaging this bunker. He needs the minerals to really get the ring count that he wants to try and defend this. He's not repairing the bunker. He's just losing to Sheth's. Oh god, Sheth has so many roaches. They're still alive. They're just so resilient this early on, but PhiliBird does have double siege tank production happening. So with SCVs and repairing, PhiliBird should be able to defend this, so he's taking a ton of damage. Okay, so there's, two roaches are still alive, attacking everything that PhiliBird wants. They're going to be able to at least kill one SCV. There we go. And this SCV is going to go ahead and survive. Roach goes down. Sheth is now taking a third, so that's halfway done. Sheth is following this up beautifully, doing a ton of damage, being very, very aggressive. He's now up 50 drones to 17 SCVs. 19 SCVs now, but still, this is really going to rely on PhiliBird's scrappy style to come back to us. You need to do drops. You need to do something to defend this. He is taking so much damage. This is going to be a really tough game for him to come back into. He does have the siege tanks up. He has this double production of them. He is getting siege mode now, so could prepare to start doing things like cliffing this edge, getting siege tanks down here, dropping Marines on this ledge is a very, very powerful thing to do. Six Terran has done it. VT Poke Bunny does it all the time on this map, so it could easily be expected that that is what is going to happen. Sheth is just on these two extractors still. He's only just now getting his lair halfway done. He definitely realized that with as much damage that he was doing, he can just delay getting out his mutas, his lair tech, banelings, centrifugal hooks, all of that, because of the fact that he can just go ahead and macro. Why get tech when you can macro so safely? Now, PhiliBird does have two Hellions out. He does not have Infernal Preignite. You can see it's just a red flame. You can do a little bit of pressure. Actually gets going to get two free Overlords, which is going to supply block Sheth. Sheth does have no more overlords in production. He needs to get those happening. He does have roaches on the field, but he's very drone heavy now. 59 drones means that the food count difference is really not that much, and the fact that PhiliBird's army is equal to the army count of Sheth. He's going to move in, and no, he can't lose those Hellions. That's a huge investment in him. And oh wow, the Lynx are going to do a ton of damage as they are surrounding. Drones being pulled. Roaches are here. The drones are taking a lot of hits for these units. The roaches are on creep, but even without good constitution, they're still catching up to everything. Drones are doing a ton of damage, but their problem is that all these Hellions are going to do so much more damage. PhiliBird doesn't have SCVs with his units. He can't repair the siege tanks. Looks like he's actually going to lose his entire army. Oh my god. Sheth is looking beautiful right now, and oh, that roach is still alive too. Oh wow. Sheth is looking so good. Twice the food count of PhiliBird. He is at 92 against the 47 of REQPhilibird. So PhiliBird is doing a good job of recovering. He's getting out more SCVs. It's now 32 SCVs to 49 drones. He did a lot of drone damage, which is doing a great job in terms of what's going to allow him to get back into this game. So it is going to be crazy to see how this is actually going to really play out, and whether or not Sheth is taking too much damage to recover for himself. He's working on getting this third base, which is going to allow his company to get even higher. He does have a good solid saturation. His income is higher than PhiliBird, so PhiliBird seems to only have one mule on the field. He's actually using all four of his fire. He's trying to get as much gas as he can, get as much tech as he possibly can. He's now working on getting a stim for his bio units. I'm just waiting for the drops to come from him. He does have Starport creating a Viking, actually. He might be trying to snipe off a few Overlords with this Viking. possibly get some scouting of it without needing to spend a scan. But Sheth is getting burrowed. He looks like he's going to try and get some Bailey bombs out if he has a Bailey that's on the field. I don't actually see it. Does not have a Bailey nest. It is officially no Bailey nest. He is getting Glial Constitution. Tunneling Claws, actually. He might already have Glial. Or does he have it? As I click on the roach, he does not have Glial. He's getting Tunneling Claws first. He's going Burrow and Tunneling Claws against this army. And, PhiliBird doesn't have any turrets up. He's going to have to use scans to try and deal with this. He does have a scan up in his national expansion, plus a scan in his main. He's producing a third command center. He wants to get the expo of his own. Reactor barracks are coming out. His macro is really shining as he's now getting back up there. Though Sheth still has twice the food count. The drone count is just going so high. 68 drones to 40 SCVs. It's solid stuff. Still on these 2 factories. Starport's not able to do anything right now. Sheth's 4th is about to be up. And I do not think that PhiliBird actually has knowledge of this base down here. He does not. He thinks that this is just a 3rd base, so Sheth has got to be feeling great, and I'm sure PhiliBird thinks he's in a better position than he actually is, because of the fact that he killed so many drones, he thought it was just on 2 bases. That means that the drone counts would be so much more important for the damage that he was doing. Now, here we go. Looks like a drop wants to happen from PhiliBird. However, he's about to get hit with Tunneling Claw roaches, and they burrow and start moving, but no, there's a turret on the field. So these guys are just eating hits from the roaches. Sheth is going to go ahead and run in with Lings. Oh, God, their tanks are enough on the field. They're going to be able to splash damage a ton of these roaches. SCVs are going to be coming into the fray, need to start repairing. But PhiliBird is doing so well in this engagement. Sheth, not so much. He took a lot of free kills on this, but he did kill off a few more SCVs, and those were losses that PhiliBird can't really afford to have. But PhiliBird does have this Viking over here. He's actually killing a ton of SCVs, Overlords, with those 3 kills. Sheth's moving around with his roaches, going to try and just hook around this side where Sheth, with PhiliBird trying to get this next base. PhiliBird has all these barracks continuing straight production of Marines. A Marauder is actually going to be coming out as well. They're going to help him snipe some of those buildings. There it is. This drop's going to be happening in a second. And these roaches actually go ahead and stop the landing of this command center. Not able to land because the roach is in the same spot. Burrowing a single roach, going to head and move in, try to attack. And this is a free siege tank. Oh, that is so bad. Sheth loves that, but PhiliBird is not, cannot afford to lose that. This burrow roach is going to force a scan from PhiliBird to try and take that out. Plus, it could just leave if he really wants to, but PhiliBird needs to try and land it, and there's a scan, sees the roaches there, so they have to move in with those Marines, try and take it out. You actually might have to spend another scan. Scan dissipates before this roach is actually going to get killed. Yep, there it is, but going to produce a missile turret instead. With Tunneling Claws, that roach just reproduces so easily. Okay, roaches are here, ready to go for a counterattack once this command center actually goes down. Where is the drop? Looks like there was a drop from against Sheth in there. And here we have this Viking going to go ahead and lose 8 kills on that Viking. That is so huge. Those all might have been Overlords. Doing such a great job of harassing Sheth is that what PhiliBird is doing. Looks like she was forced to pull off some of those SCVs. But now you have all these roaches going to move in and take down almost every single one of those. Oh, God, this is so annoying. So it's a great job of shutting down PhiliBird's expansion. There we have some more Marines there, but they're just not in the numbers. We have, more Marauders now in the mix. This is going to be great for Sheth to be pushed away. But PhiliBird, you still have to take care of this roach that's still burrowed in under this command center. Delaying this command center for so long is so important. Sheth is now even getting up this base down here. He's now going to be up on 5 bases, containing PhiliBird to still stay on only 2. There is a scan, and the roaches burrow. Oh, God, this is so ridiculous. Sheth is using these roaches so effectively, and even more are now burrowed down there, going to be able to force PhiliBird to kill him off with some more scans. Such a heavy investment. PhiliBird needs to get this command center down. Alright, so Sheth is now getting up this base down here. It's still approaching done. Sheth now has mutas on the field. We do see that there are 8 mutas over there. We do see Zerglings with +2 carapace, no attack upgrades. Mutas are about to have the +1 attack finish, and Sheth, another hitting expo down here at the national expansion in the bottom left starting position. But now PhiliBird has his command center, morphing to Planetary Fortress. This SCV has so little health left, it's kind of sad. Now, PhiliBird could try and stabilize with his base, but he's been contained for so long. Sheth is now approaching max. Sheth has been doubled PhiliBird's food count his entire time, but Missile Turret's going to go ahead and force those mutas to go away. Looks like one Marine just died down there. But PhiliBird, good missile turret placement, though, is actually not going to be enough to prevent that from taking hits. So Sheth trying to be as effective as he can with his mutas, but he is just maxing the food count. He's 195 to PhiliBird's 113. So he is just commanding it, just a commanding lead. So this is great to see. PhiliBird is continuing to try and macro up, but the missile turret gets taken out. This means free harassment down here. Another missile turret going to go down fairly quickly. Sheth just retreats after doing that damage. Going to start working on some of those supply depots, forcing a bunch of turrets to be made by PhiliBird that he really doesn't want to use. He wants those SCVs mining. He is so far down in economy, and really Sheth is looking so good. He's now got this base up and running. Getting the extractors to get that gas income is going to be a great move. He could actually just ditch these drones and put them down there. His main's not mined out. He's actually getting hive tech too, so we could be seeing brood lords coming out for him as he has the spire out already with the air attack upgrades. Mutas taking a few hits from missile turrets. Thor is now out from PhiliBird. Great adaptation to seeing the mutas is getting the Thors. He did splash damage. He's incredibly effective, but he's taking so many hits from the mutas. Sheth is being so useful, just so productive with his units. PhiliBird has so few SCVs now, 49 SCVs to 88 drones. You see the income is just so vastly in Sheth's favor. Sheth is continuing to beat twice the food count. He now has this base up, though he's not using it. He can easily just go ahead and just send a few drones down there and be set for life. All these infestors on the field, 4 infestors, they each have enough for a fungal growth or even 2 fungal growths. He's running around trying to find if there's an expansion, sees no expansion, should move in and start attacking this base if he feels like he can actually get away with it. Looks like he's going to go ahead and do exactly that. Banelings has unshifting hooks. They do not have any attack upgrades, just carapace, which is great against Marines. Carapace upgrades are so useful over there, and PhiliBird's army is out of position. Mutas went in for doing a little bit of scouting, and we could be seeing a bust on this planetary fortress. Baneling's going to move in. That planetary fortress goes down. That is so bad. Fungal growth on all these units. Those Marines are taking some heat. Medevacs are now on the field, though, so PhiliBird is being completely contained his entire game, still only on 2 bases. Sheth is just manhandling him. You can see the worker count is just so low after losing that base. And we're actually seeing a greater spire as well as an Ultras Cavern being produced for Sheth. There is the greater spire. Where is that Ultras Cavern? Is it at the national expansion? It is. So this is going to be a great move on his part. He does have all these drones running around, so if you're making use of this base as well. Again, he's not even mining the middle, so he just wants the gas income. You can see his gas income is massive, 1,200. Not to mention, once he gets these gas geysers going, it's going to mean a huge amount of gas. You can see that his money is actually really high, 3,000, 1,500. Going to allow him to get a ton of whatever he wants to. He's actually just replenished his food count with strictly Zerglings. So he's got, how many Zerglings? 60 Zerglings, 15 mutas, 15 roaches, a couple infestors, a corruptor, and this is a really gas-heavy army. It's kind of impressive he's able to get out this much, but he's got the economy to support it. He's getting so many Banelings. Oh my god, how many Banelings is that coming in? 40! He's morphing 58 Banelings! He is morphing 58 Banelings. Instead of any Zerglings on the field, he has 2 Zerglings left. He is strictly getting Banelings. He is an insane man, but it should work as that's a ton of splash damage. There's no way PhiliBird is going to be able to have enough to really deal with that. We do see a Thor drop could be happening, a Thor and Marine drop. This could be beautiful, but Sheth just has, oh god, this is so much DPS, 39 versus light. Sheth is just having such a good time with his Banelings and his upgrades. Really, he's moving and harassing, and that's actually a really good scan to see where the mutas are. Doesn't seem like that's going to force Sheth to change anything, so PhiliBird's going to go ahead and move out with his units. Look at the Baneling count. It's just unfair. It is obscene. We do see more upgrades coming out. Kindness plating, Ultras coming out. PhiliBird's trying to have another base. We see this command center is almost done. He really needs to get this base back up. Unfortunately, from the goals on this map, a gold base on this map would be a beautiful thing for him right now as he needs to come back from behind. We're having all these bases to go ahead and move in, just starting wrecking everything. These are so susceptible to this army. Roaches are here. Banelings are just dealing so much AoE damage. There's no way that PhiliBird can handle this. Even invested Terran going all the way around these the siege tanks. This is going to be more than enough to take out these units. And the medevac's going to go down while, okay, no, he drops down on the Thor, but this medevac will go ahead and down. There's GG from PhiliBird. Sheth, so impressive. Taking down PhiliBird. It's no small feat. The guy is very skilled, and he made him look silly.